Thunderstorms brought torrential rainfall to parts of Evansville and Vanderburgh County on Friday, prompting the National Weather Service to issue a flash flood warning. The agency upgraded the flash flood warning to an emergency at 6:13 p.m., citing 3 to 6 inches of rain that had fallen in parts of the city. The emergency covered the Red Bank, Mechancisville, Airport, and Harwood neighborhoods. Additional moderate to heavy rain is anticipated, the Weather Service stated in a bulletin. Numerous swift water rescues are underway. Conditions deteriorate significantly over a short distance. Motorists are urged to avoid travel in the area. The emergency designation is a rare one reserved for what the Weather Service deems as particularly dangerous situations and when life-threatening weather events are unfolding. It followed the issuance of a flash flood warning just before 6 p.m., when Vanderburgh County Emergency Management and law enforcement officials reported that 3 inches of rain had fallen in 90 minutes, flooding various roads, including Indiana 57 by Evansville Regional Airport. At 6:30 p.m., a Weather Service meteorologist noted that rain appeared to be ending in the emergency zone, but that the sheer quantity of rain that fell meant that conditions will probably get worse in some spots as the water moves through the system. Flash flooding on Friday afternoon across the Evansville area resulted in several water rescues of people from flooded homes and cars. 4 or more inches of rain from slow-moving thunderstorms caused widespread street flooding after ditches and streams overflowed. Some neighborhoods reported water almost higher than mailboxes, and multiple cars took on water. In addition, the National Weather Service reported that thunderstorm winds brought down multiple large trees west of Evansville. Shaun Ziemann says he was driving on Ray Becker Parkway at Claremont Avenue when his car began to get swept away by water. He says he was following the car in front of him and, although they went through the waters fine, his car started to fill with water. I saw some water and the car in front of me made it perfectly fine, which I thought I could as well. Then my car stopped in the middle of all of that, kind of swooshing me around. It was pretty terrifying, but once I realized what I needed to do and got out. Ziemann says he rolled the window down to swim out of his car. He says he knows now from experience, even if you think you can make it, it's better to be safe than sorry. I was okay, it just sucks for my car, but it's fine, Ziemann says. Heavy rain caused the parking lot of the Target store off First Avenue to flood. Chambers sat in the Target parking lot for over an hour and a half, waiting for the water to recede enough to get home. She watched people walk through the water and said it was up to their waists.
Oh my God.
I have seen a lot of cars getting stuck in the water, she says. We saw several cars driving through high water near the parking lot, and one even got stuck. Bystanders came to help push it out. It is not my car, it is that lady's over there, the bystander says. Officials are reminding drivers to avoid high water.
It was so much worse.
Meanwhile, flash flood warning has been issued for parts of Monroe County in Ohio and parts of Marshall and Wetzel counties in West Virginia. Doppler radar has indicated between 1 and 2 inches of rain have fallen, and an additional 0.5 to 1 inch could fall in the warned area. Areas impacted include but are not limited to New Martinsville, Antioch, Hannibal, Langs, and Proctor. Never try to drive through fast-moving water or water of unknown depth. Turn around, don't drown.
That is kind of funny.
Several large trees and some power lines were blown over around Hutchinson Thursday night in a storm that produced an 86 miles per hour wind gust.
Holy!
According to McLeod County Emergency Management, the storm swept through the area around 7 p.m., prompting sirens to sound in Hutchinson, Silver Lake, Winstead, Lester Prairie, Glencoe, Biscay, and Plato. Sirens also reportedly sounded in parts of Carver County and Hennepin County, but no damage has been reported. According to Hennepin County Emergency Management Director Eric Waage, the sirens sounded because of the damaging winds reported in Hutchinson.
Bro, this thing got some
While the winds had calmed by the time the storm hit Hennepin County, the category of the storm had already reached destructive, prompting the sirens to sound. "We take this potential very seriously," said Waage. The siren system in Hennepin County is set to sound automatically in the appropriate areas when the NWS issues and destructive category severe thunderstorm warnings. The extent of the damage in McLeod County has not yet been released, but local meteorologist Shaun Ziemann explains that 86 miles per hour wind is the same strength as an EF1 tornado. According to the National Weather Service, the winds were caused by an elevated storm impacted by gravitational waves, which strengthened the winds to more than 80 miles per hour. Weather officials say it's rare and difficult to evaluate its potential because it's unclear how long the strong winds will last. The Twin Cities were spared from any damaging winds, but they were hit with plenty of overnight rain. Nearly 1.5 inches of rain were reported at the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport and more than 2 inches in St. Louis Park as of noon Friday. Meanwhile, at least 13 people have been found dead and several more remain missing after heavy rains this week caused flooding on highways throughout San Antonio, Texas, authorities said Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
The Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office and the San Antonio Fire Department confirmed to CBS News on Saturday that the death toll had risen to 13. Officials said on Saturday that 7 of the 13 confirmed dead have been identified and that their next of kin have been notified. Their ages range from 28 to 61. Bexar County includes the San Antonio metropolitan area. Earlier Friday, the fire department said its crews were focusing their search on Salado Creek and Leon Creek, and that it had requested assistance from Texas A&M Task Force 1, a federal search and rescue team that operates under the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Heavy rains overnight Wednesday led to water rescue calls just after 5 a.m. local time on Thursday in northeastern San Antonio, near the city's Perrin-Bytel neighborhood.
Yes.
The identities of the victims have yet to be released, but one of the victims was identified as a 77-year-old woman, according to local media. The fire department believes that those rescued or located were initially in their cars, sitting in traffic, but by the time emergency crews arrived, they had ended up in trees due to water flooding their vehicles.